Well, hi, it's Warren, and I just thought I'd give you my thoughts on Big Brother 2014 Australia. As a lot of my friends will tell you, I am a big fan of this show, and so I just thought I'd give you my thoughts. Well, my thoughts are, I think this is the last year we're going to actually see the show. The ratings are abysmal. Channel 9 has got a PG rated show on at an adult time slot. It's highly edited. All the live streams have been killed off. There's no nudity, there's no swearing, and we don't even know what's going on half the time because, of course, they're editing so much, creating their own storylines. The social experiment has long died. But anyway, enough of my political comments about Channel 9. I will give you a quick rundown of what I think about the housemates. Now, I've written their names down because I keep forgetting to mention them. This is actually the fourth time I've attempted this, and I keep leaving people out. So, here we go. All right, first of all, we've got Jake. Yes, he was a bit controversial at first because, of course, he is roommates with Tim, last year's winner of Big Brother. But forget about that. I thought, once he was in, he was okay. But then, of course, as he's now been referred to as the Weasel, he tried to simultaneously start up a relationship with two different women at the same time. Well, that's what simultaneously means. And, of course, it has not worked in his favour. People are starting to see through him, and, in fact, I think the general public are viewing him as a very sleazy character. Jason. Now, Jason, of course, is the token, they always sort of say every show has to have a token black guy or has to have a token gay guy. Well, Jason is this year's. But forget about all of that. That was probably a bit nasty. I shouldn't have said that. He's actually a really nice guy. He may actually go quite well in this show. I think he's playing the game fairly well. Seems to be friends with everybody. Most of the time. We'll just wait and see. Aisha, and I'll include Travis, because, let's face it, they're a couple. Now, I think Aisha will do probably pretty well in the show. Travis, I'm sorry, walking around in your underwear and showing off your abs and chest will only get you so far. A lot of people have referred to him as the Albert Einstein of Australian TV. He's not really that bright. I don't think this relationship is going to last. Aisha is very independent and worldly travelled. Travis still lives with his mum and probably would have trouble operating a sat-nav, so I can't really see that lasting much after they leave the house. Who have we got next? Gemma. Well, the 6'5" wonder, redhead wonder from Perth. First to be evicted, and let's face it, all she ever did was basically talk about me, me, me. It's all about me, me, me. And then broke into tears when people didn't talk about her. Her strategy didn't work. In fact, personally, I think she should have looked up the word strategy in a dictionary before she actually went into the house. After that, who have we got? Well, Katie. Yeah, she's been evicted too, Katie Cupcakes. Now, one hell of a very powerful woman. Basically liked to express her opinions and liked to express them in a very loud tone and very vocally. Powerful women don't do well in Big Brother. Powerful men do, but we're still in a very sexist society, unfortunately, and I'm afraid that was really the death of her. Now, who else have we got after that? See, I'm looking at my notes. See, I have to keep doing this. Well, you can see my double chin. It's even, more profound. Anyway, let's move on to Dion. Well, he's gone as well. I'm afraid if the only thing you can do is walk around with most of your clothes off and talk about CrossFit, I think a lot of the Australian public are going to get bored pretty quick. And, they did. So, he's gone. Now, Lisa. Well, Lisa, the socialite from Sydney. I think this is her whole problem. From what I can understand, she's actually quite good friends with Tully, another Sydney socialite, who of course was in 2013 Big Brother. And look, they're actually very, very similar women. They're quite powerful and forceful, but at the same time very emotional. I think that they are very popular outside the house with their own social set, but it just doesn't really work inside the Big Brother house. There's too much of a range of people, and so I think Lisa won't be in there for long. And so I'm sorry to all the perverts out there that like seeing her flashing her boobs. When it slips through editing. yeah, you'll have to say goodbye. The eye candy is going to be from the girls from now on. Who have we got after that? Well, Sandra and Sam. I'll include them together. Look, Sandra's a very sort of sporty, blokey sort of type, girl, if you like, into the football and all that sort of stuff. Look, I think she's very, very nice, but just, like a lot of these people, just doesn't really stand out, and I don't think that she's going to win. Sam, well, really interesting character. Basically, he won some gold medals at I think it was the Beijing Olympics, but I stand to be corrected on that, Paralympics, I should say. Look, really interesting guy, and actually seems quite nice, but once again, it's still a very limited character. He doesn't seem to have a lot of stuff to really say, and I think I'm not just including Sam when I make these comments. This is really across the entire board. The people are too similar, and so we're just not getting discussions or interesting topics actually being sort of, thrown around the house. Well, who have we got then? Well, Lawson and Kat. Now, I actually think these two will actually do quite well in the show. Kat's very, very popular with the public, and Lawson is too. There might be a relationship developing between the two of them. Kat has definitely said she wants one. Lawson, of course, is already taken on the outside. He said no, but I'm not 100% convinced we're going to see, well, the end of this. I think some more stuff might be yet to happen, but look, we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. Now, Priya. Well, Priya is, I think, a lot of people's favourite to actually win this show. A lot of people have started calling her Prizus, yes, the reincarnation of a Jesus Christ who has entered the house to save everybody. Look, she's highly intelligent and probably the only person in that house right now that actually knows it's a game show. I think a lot of the rest of them are basically sitting back, waiting to be evicted so they can get their modelling contract after it's all over. But Priya actually seems quite different, and I think she may actually win this show. Now, who else have we got? Ryan. Well, Ryan, he's the part-time housemate. I mean, we never see him. He never gets airtime. Sometimes I think he goes home for dinner and doesn't actually stay in the house all the time. Or maybe he was just a builder who was left behind after the house was created and has forgotten how to find the exit. Yeah, I don't think he'll last very long either. Basically, eye candy with nothing to say. Look, your body will only get you so far in Big Brother. Now, David. Yes, David entered with a Ned Kelly style beard, shaved it off to gain popularity, and unfortunately it helped him for a few days, but yeah, he is endlessly putting his foot in the mouth and saying things that the girls don't like. Yeah, and the problem is 50% of the voting public are women, in fact probably more than 50%. I think David is probably on his way out very, very soon. Now, who have we got left now? Well, I'll go to the intruder. Leo. Well, that's not his real name. It's Ryan Burke. He's a celebrity setup, a professional celebrity scouted by Big Brother and put into the house to get the female vote. Look, half the housemates have already admitted they can see straight through him as a fake. I think the viewing audience will catch up to that very, very soon as well. He'll probably stay in there for quite a while. I think a lot of women are really going to like him and his spiritualism that he brings. But I think the rest of us know that basically he's just a celebrity, basically trying to increase his viewing audience. So I don't have much time for Leo. Sorry. And I'll finish off with probably the darling of the house. Yes, 21-year-old Sky, the Queensland blonde bombshell. Yeah, look, extremely popular with audiences. She's funny, but she's not very worldly wise. I don't want to use the word immature. She's only 21, and to be honest with you, I was probably much the same when I was 21. But will she win? I don't think so, but I think she'll come very, very close. There is no doubt she's the darling of Big Brother at the moment, her and Priya, but her biggest problem at the moment is that she spends all her time chasing after boys and men. She's basically chased after Ryan, now she's chasing after Leo, and it's so obvious that, to be honest with you, it's almost embarrassing. But I'm still a fan. I like her and I hope she does well. So anyway, that's my quick rundown on Big Brother. I know it was absolutely appalling, most of my videos are, but I hope you enjoyed.